Welcome to the Mix of Thicker Pals. I am Dr. A, your host, and I am your crystal rock goddess. Welcome to the Mix of Thicker Pals. I am Dr. A, your host, and I am your crystal rock goddess. The rock goddess, and we're in the place to be. Make sure you come on inside the crystal palace, take your shoes off, leave them by the door, stop at the crystal bar, grab your crystals and grab your libations, because over here we honor our ancestors. 5 ways to become a crystal. All you have to do is like, share, and subscribe. 2, all you have to do is type, and we call that what? The boom boom room. The 3rd way to become a crystal, all you have to do is listen, and we call the parlor room. The 4th way to become a crystal, all you have to do is after the show, don't leave your play around me. True player for real. You know what I mean. All you got to do is outhouse gang up in this thing. And that's what we call our after show. Okay. Now, 5th way to become a crystal. All you have to do is to make sure you join our membership. Okay, so although she stay on my mind, honestly, although we've watched this over here, we're gonna watch it again and we're gonna talk about it. I just love Passion. Make sure y'all show Passion some love, show Pineapple some love, show Mimi some love, show just me some love, show Suma some love, show who else? I'm trying to make sure I'm hungry some love. Show everybody was in the chat some love, okay? Because this is crazy. Jasmine is so cocky. Boy, Jasmine, how you doing, Passion? How you doing, Lexi? Show her some love. Show Button some love. All right, y'all, let's go. All right, we're gonna watch this again, y'all. Cause I'm trying to tell y'all, I done start back going. I done really now I understand why you all why a lot of y'all reactors go back and look at some of these old videos. And I got that from y'all, and thank you. I'm glad y'all do that because it's old to me because we've already watched this over here, but we're gonna watch it again. That's what we're gonna do. I had to talk to the husband there. So that's why I had to get off Passion, I had to hurry up and get off. That's why I said something real quick because my husband was looking at me. He's like, okay, he let because girl, he was looking at me like, baby, I gotta talk to you. I said, okay, so he gave that's why it took me so long to go live, y'all, because he had to talk to me real quick. Anyway, so I'm here. Now, y'all, we're gonna go back. My jazzy life. Let's talk, girl. We're gonna go watch it from what point did you leave it off at, my jazz? What she said, I'm sorry, y'all, but I can't do it anymore. Girl, I don't want to, we're not watching that. What part are we watching? What was the name of the video you was watching there, Passion? Can you tell me the name of the video? And I'm also gonna drop the link, y'all. I'm not even gonna waste time. We're gonna watch the video and we're gonna talk. I'm dropping this link, okay? You know, we've already watched over here, but we're gonna watch it again and we're gonna talk our talk, okay? I dropped the link already. There we go. Passion, what video? Drop the link to the video that you watched of Jasmine, so I can leave it off where you left off at, because I don't want to be redundant in the same situation. We can get into the situation, but I kind of want to, like, I'm doing your continuation. I'm gonna do your continuation. That's where I'm, because most of us was over there anyway, so we might as well just leave it off from where you started from. Okay, I think that makes sense because see, we got a. How you doing, Pam? Okay, yeah, send me the link and then tell me what number you left off at. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that will certainly work. Okay, let's get that going. Okay. Tell Passion, me too. My husband said go get your go get go to your cave, go get your well mine's at work right now. So I had to talk to my boo thing and give him some love because he's a hard worker, honey. Oh man, I love that man. How you doing? He listening to my while he working, he listening to my show. So I'm getting ready to show that man some love. Hey boo. Hey, daddy. Hey. Okay, there you go. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me send him a message. I gotta send him some encouragement. You got this. Okay. Pammy, we
Hey,
watching this video. What's up, Pammy?
nut, it came with the part of her concert laughing like it's a joke.
Yeah, Jasmine think it's a joke, girl.
Can I go ahead? I paid $9 something for these eggs. I'm gonna boil them real hard
It,
because
it,
I want to just egg her ass.
oh
What
Lord.
I supposed to say?
Non-violently, non-violently. We
Nah,
just
you know
gonna
I'm not driving
yeah,
down there. She a cop car. Her mama got a camera standing right down the street, so I can't come down that way.
you metaphorically, energetically is going to
Do I
and
supposed to say
we are not committing
allegedly?
no crimes on these panels, y'all. I'm not gonna let y'all do it. Every time y'all say y'all gonna do whatever, can y'all do something? I'm gonna tell y'all
I'm, I'm
allegedly.
I'm I'm really mad and I'm really disappointed in the system because they both played it for a joke, wasted the taxpayers' time, and now she talking about they said I could use some cash. You better go and get them great value. Who the heck? And then talking about, girl, if you get them clothes away, what your
Girl,
kids gonna wear,
Jasmine,
right?
girl. But y'all know what she yeah, what I mean, them clothes need to be thrown out though. I
Well,
mean,
that's
let me
why
be
she finna
told.
give
I
them to
mean, I
them.
don't know why acting
I hope to God when they look up her name in the system, they won't let her go to now one of them places she done been to. Cause you know she got three of them she
that
always named.
yeah. That's why they probably won't let her get no more. Okay, I'm gonna click on your link. Hold on one second, Pammy. Go ahead and
She's
talk.
so
I'm getting ready to go.
arrogant. She's so cocky. She just act like, oh yeah, I got away with this now. Let me see what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, but that's how she roll. But
Well, let's go
that's
stand on
Jasmine.
a Hill's job and say, get your child, say your child. Haircut, not right. Edge up, not even. Bye, y'all.
Okay, so what point did you wait me? Hold on one second, Pammy. What part did you leave it all? We watched it all. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna watch it from this
Her
part right here.
laughing?
Yeah, I watch it from right here when she's doing what where she
She
start
laughing
to
and covering up her mouth?
yeah, this is what she doing. Now she is
So
real cocky.
embarrassing.
Jasmine, you
Oh,
are
yeah,
so cocky.
arrogant, arrogant.
Very you too cocky for somebody that don't have anything.
You
I'm
know
just I'm
what?
gonna
What's gonna happen to her? God don't say the same, but she thinks she done beat the system. She gonna run out there and run off the curb and gonna have to have $400 to get her fixed.
okay, so here we are. All right, y'all coming up here on this link. It ain't gonna be just me and Pammy up here, okay? It ain't gonna just be me
She
and
did a disgrace to the system.
yeah, she
And
did.
holding her hands, talking about, it's not funny, it's not funny. Oh, why you keep on laughing?
Because she
Well,
think
you
it's funny.
sitting up here in the trap house with them dirty vents. Let me drop back down because I'm mad. I shed a tear last night because I damn near
If
throw
you
my tequila at him.
oh Lord, don't do that.
No, I can't. It costs too much. Everybody know Quavo costs too much.
I don't know about that lifestyle, girl. I don't know about that level no more. I don't know, but I believe you. All right then. Okay. Now, I think we're
A
gonna talk.
disgrace.
Yeah, she is definitely a disgrace. Okay, I dropped this link down there. Come on, y'all. Come on up here, cause we got something to say. I ain't gonna be up here all night now. We just gonna say our little piece. Um. Okay, hold on. Let me try to. Hold on. Hold on one second. Okay, okay, here we go. Okay, hold on, y'all. Okay. Okay. So, um, yeah, at the end of the day, okay, let me finish watching. I ain't gonna ready to tally it up. Okay, look at it.
Pre-trial. That's what I was pushing for. But the DA wasn't. They didn't want to go to pre-trial. That's why they kept coming back with alternate things and stuff.
Well, because it would have been a waste of taxpayers' money because you made a plea deal. Your lawyer basically talked you into a plea deal because that's usually what happened, and you did commit the crime. So, and had you have taken it to trial, then more than likely you probably would have been really sentenced to a situation, and it would have been on your record. You know what I mean? And not like it's not gonna be now, but the whole point is, and then the judge found like, hey, this dummy did it. I mean, that's what it is, Jasmine. How could you can have all the evidence in the world, but you still did it? To reason why you did it, right? Now, personally, the judge can go, oh, well, ma'am, I understand how you do that, but the law is the law, right? The law is the law. So you can't get around that. You can't get around the law being the law. So even if when someone does, even with self-defense cases, which this was not a self-defense case, Jasmine, you're acting is this a self-defense case? And this is not a self-defense case. Okay. So let's be clear about that. This is not a self-defense case. Now, if it was a self-defense case, then, of course, the judge would have been like, okay, well, we will play this into the conversation. We could understand where you're coming from on this level, right? But this was not a self-defense case. This was Olivia saying something crazy about your children that a lot of people have said, because at the end of the day, Jasmine, and don't threaten me either. The bottom line is, and this is the honest truth, okay, Jasmine, that boy, that man did go toward that bathroom to go hand that child some bath soap, okay? I'm sorry, not bath soap, it was bath bombs. So at the end of the day, by that man going up there to handing that man that bath bomb, I'm listening to y'all. Y'all made me hungry. I'm cooking. Okay. It is late. Why you cooking so late? Look at me, I tell you what to do with your stomach. um, okay. Yes, ma'am.
Did you see what Liv is up there? Ha ha too.
What's she doing? She
She made
laughing.
a video today
And what she say?
showing her body like, I lost more than you. You know
She
what?
just she's trying to get her back again. I mean, that's all it is. I mean, I ain't going to Liv's house because I y'all know what I think about her. I think she is just dumb, and it's gonna be
They
what.
should have told them both, don't say nothing else no more, because the charges that you was initially brought up on, it could be lessened down because you're still taunting one another. And then if you see what, the one everybody hates, she said, thank y'all, but I said no. On my side, she said, thank you, Jazz, for sending me the address and information, trying to get her to Doc's old girl house. We just call her Rock, trying to get her to Doc's her house. And she was like, I said no.
Mm. Well, I mean,
You didn't see that?
nope. 'Cause I don't go. Oh, I keep tell y'all, I don't watch that demonic demon.
I
I
know that's
do.
what TSI say too. Don't say that. Well,
I don't watch
they
that
all
demonic
play.
demon.
It's all a play for words, for clicks and views for everybody. But I'm so mad at the sister and all her supporters, because out of 66,000, didn't nobody say, "Girl, be quiet. You got off. Be quiet." She ain't doing that. She did all, did she?
No, she ain't gonna do a dash. She ain't gonna do a dash for a minute. She probably. I do believe her. I do believe y'all. I think that it's definitely accurate when y'all say she's gonna get legendary some new school clothes, but but then that stuff gonna
They
get you
was
over.
already sent on the way because she said, "I'm just waiting for the order to come in."
Well, number one, she need to make sure that boy got the right size because she buys stuff too small for him as
If
well.
he need a 16, she gonna get him a 3.
Yes, true. This case is not dismissed. Correct. Jasmine got classes right going on. Not the case gone. Okay, exactly. And she might be I feel like she might be doing some probation probably. If she
Yeah, that's all a part of conditions.
in
Oh,
my
I can't wait till Monday when they post these receipts. Well, the two people that be on that. Wait till they post it. They already got it pulled up, but you can't do nothing. You gotta wait at least 24 to 48 hours. This is not public record yet, but remember that work right there. So Monday y'all will see. She gonna pay that $35 a month. She gonna be sitting up there looking like a fool, and she thinks she gonna go back to the same place where she got them king goods from. They gonna be like, "Nah, baby, you don't pick to choose where you go. This is a list where we need you to go."
yeah, they
Ooh,
do.
she finna be. Yeah, they don't give you a choice no
And it
more.
might
They
and it might
they
be out
stopped that in '09.
right, and it might be totally out the way for her because
They gonna
Jasmine
give
don't
her gas
drive.
vouchers to make sure they gonna do everything that she can comply.
Jasmine don't drive past 15 minutes away from her.
But remember, she said when the flood was going on, I door dash right there, and the road was.
The only time she probably door dash allegedly by where Chris work at. Okay, that's
She
really
finna come up here and singing the song "Woe is Me." Yeah, it seems like people have been calling and checking on me. You don't tell on yourself on everything. I guarantee you, what you think she finna go, she's not gonna be able to. And I hope wherever she goes, she could take business so he could get a haircut,
yeah. Well,
a
she ain't gonna
soak
never
and
get that dog
scrub.
a haircut. I doubt that she ever go. I doubt she ever get that dog a haircut. She tried to cut that dog herself before, and you see she done cut legendary hair. That's why legendary hair be looking crazy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And,
Well,
and
if you looking in the mirror trying to do something, it ain't gonna be even anyway, right?
I mean, that's why legendary. That's why her did she gonna tell somebody last night that they should get highlights? I'm like, girl, get.
She been
She,
wanting them all
she,
her
she
life. She just don't know how to
said,
do it.
then she said she was gonna go do some highlights. Well, I'm gonna get some.
She finna go back to it in the '90s when they used to put the cap on there and pull it out.
Girl, they already your hair is already breaking out. Why breaking out, breaking up,
Like you said, she
breaking
needs
off?
some bangs and
Why
she
would
ain't
you?
trying to do it.
Right? Why would you even think about doing anything with chemicals involving your hair? Because you already know you done messed up that relaxer. That relaxer did not really take, and then she left it
Well,
in there
number
too
one, when
long.
she put the relax on, she put a bag over it. Who
Yeah,
does
she
that?
left the relaxer on way too long. Number one.
Maybe she was trying to get a Jerry curl but wanted straight.
Right, and then number two, she did not really get the hair straight because she didn't put it in there correctly. That's not how
And
you
them
put hair.
ends are
How you
fried. They
That's
are
not how you
fried
put
to the
relaxer.
gods.
That's not how
They
you
are
put
fried
relaxer.
to the gods.
That is
We
not how
didn't
you
see
put
no
relaxer.
gel around that. I mean, the grease, you know how you
She didn't
put
put
it
no
to.
Vaseline around the edges of
Mm-mm.
her head. That's why it's ate all up. That's why she had
Hmm.
scars around her head because she got chemical
Can
burns.
we say lurch?
Yeah.
Hooray.
Yeah, you right. And then you're right. Then she had them uh bumps around them little chemical burns. And then she was just looking silly. I'm like, that's when you don't know what you're doing. When she does those girls' hair, she does not know what she's doing. She don't put no oil on their hair be looking
She
dry.
putting their edges out on purpose to match hers.
Yeah, and they don't have no they don't and then
Passion Lisa, where you at? It say 17 minutes.
and first of all, and then when you go, but okay, this is the thing. I get why I did say that. I get why Hannah won't do their hair because Jasmine is very unappreciative. But after a while, what I'm not gonna do is have them going anywhere with me looking like that. So while they're in my care, I'm gonna comb their hair, and then when they get to her, it's gonna be what it is. I'm not gonna comb it enough for it to last while they with her. I'm gonna comb it enough to make it last while they're with me. You know what I mean? Because they're not going nowhere with me looking like that. I'm just gonna tell you. And I don't understand why Jasmine does that and why Jasmine plays those games like that. Because them children hair is just unnecessary to look like that. It's appalling. You know what I mean? And then she don't put oil in her hair and she don't do anything productive. And yes, it's gonna be on her record. She don't have sense enough to how this works. And I know Jasmine is lying. Jasmine, you know that everybody's gonna find this out anyway. I don't know why she comes up here lying, y'all.
Stuff like that. And because that means that she would have had to been there. And stuff like, I don't know. It probably would have went on longer, maybe over a year. So I told him no, with that situation. I don't want that. And she was like, well, since you are agreeing to the fact that you said what you said, what about like anger management class or something like that? And
Jasmine, you don't have a choice when they tell you what you need to do. You act like you come up here so cocky as if you're running people's situation. You cannot run people's situation and the court system. You are not, I mean, Diddy couldn't even do that. So what makes you think that you can do that, right? This is probably standard what they do for most cases. Because I'm telling you, I had a situation without going into detail. I had a situation where a particular person that was in power did some weird stuff. We're going to call it stalking. We're going to say stalking. And they did something. And basically, what happened was I did not get in trouble because of that. Where I got in trouble because my license were uh suspended during that time frame. Okay. And so that's why I got in trouble. And I had to basically, you know what I mean, pay a restitution, I do community service, and I didn't have a record. Okay. But see, that was driver's license. I didn't do anything wrong. Now, the other person, that's a whole nother conversation. I can't talk about it. Plus, I got money out of the deal. Okay. And what I'm telling you is that when you do certain things like that, and you basically did a criminal act. Let's be clear, okay? So you talking about you gonna try to be a okay? Let's watch the video.
it's just a class for one day. But I wanted my money back, bitch. Even though it wasn't my money, it was my baby daddy's money. I wanted their money.
So your baby daddy gave $50. That was a lot of money, girl. Something's wrong with you. The court said Liv is the victim. The evidence supported that. We don't have to like it or her, but the court decided. Okay. Uh, I'm cooking, y'all. Okay, let's go.
Right? And so I told her that, and I said, I want a full dismissal.
Hey,
I don't want no 6 months and I want all this. I want arrest and charge removed from my.
Jasmine, who do you are dealing with a PD? A PD, Jasmine. What does that mean? A public defender. You cannot tell, you can make a request, right? But you do know this is going on your record. Well, you could say, well, hey, I really would not like this to be on my record. It's gonna mess up me getting a job, blah, 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 blah. But you act like you running it. How come you didn't talk to Chris like this when Chris was eating up all your children food stamps and when he was running you down, knocking you in between the washer and dryers, breaking your camera, cursing out your mama, going in on your mama, and encouraging you to curse your mama and going through all these silly changes? How come you didn't stand up for yourself at that point of view? How come you didn't do that? Now that's awfully strange that you get up in court and you or Olivia and talk all this mess, all that mess that you was talking to Olivia, you should have been saying to Chris. Okay.
My record. I said, I have literally a stay-at-home mom for all these years, and my son is going to school.
Well, why would you wait to become a criminal? I'm just being honest. Why would you wait to become a criminal at 30 something years old as opposed to doing that a long time ago? You have to question your values, your morals, your energy. Most time when we do something back in the day. We do something in our younger years. We do dumb stuff. Well, I did some things dumb in my 30s. Let me shut up. But but I mean something like this. Something like this, right? Something like this. We wait to do these types of things that could really give us time. None of the stuff I did really actually gave me time. So if I were you, I would start while you're ahead because you know Olivia's gonna keep trying to mess with you, right? Olivia, and I told y'all Olivia wasn't done with her. And I also told y'all that Jasmine is not done. Jasmine is not done. You better believe they are not done. Neither one of these people are done. They not done with this situation. This is not a done deal, y'all. We're gonna be watching them go back and forth. They're gonna be throwing stuff back goals, so to speak, at each other back and forth. You better believe they are. It's gonna be what it is. This situation ain't over with, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. I told y'all that before. Y'all ain't want to listen to me. You know, we kept telling Jasmine to shut up. Remember, we kept telling Jasmine shut up. Even her people, we were all in agreement. It's like, hey, Jasmine, shut up. Hey, Jasmine, shut up. You know Olivia's occurring. Hey, Jasmine, be quiet. Jasmine kept running them eggplant movers. She kept doing it. We kept saying, Jasmine, stop. What did Jasmine keep doing? She kept doing it. What did Jasmine keep doing? She kept doing it. What did Jasmine do? She kept doing it. Let's go.
I won't be able to become a teacher, a coach. I won't be able to do.
You weren't even thinking about becoming no teacher, no coach. How you doing, Erica? You listening while cooking? How's everybody listening while cooking? I guess that's all right. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Um, how you doing, Stina? I made sure I looked at your name, girl. I ain't gonna call you Stanker no more. Jazz is so mad that she had to take anger classes. Oh, she was hated. Definitely not done. Jasmine gonna get the trouble before September. Exactly. She keep on playing with behind the scenes, and I believe she is playing behind the scenes. Erica, I really believe that. I believe Jasmine is still doing stuff. I believe Jasmine is sending her little minions. I think they both are, to be honest. I think they both are doing little slick and conniving stuff. And I think this is going to get bad. I think this is going to get a lot worse than what we see. I believe, my humble opinion, that it's going to get a lot worse than what we see. You laughing at me, girl. I was like, if they finally, I knew it was gonna be Nicola. You know, Nicola always get me together here in a righteous way, not like that racist Sharon punking ass. But you know, so I'm just saying that. Oh wait, what did Erica say? Oh wait, she said, oh wait. Yep, both. Yep. Oh wait, y'all wait. This is not over. This is not over. It is not over. Wait a minute, let me put this water, y'all. I had to boil water. I'm not buying no bottled water till tomorrow. I'm getting to buy me a bottled water. I'm getting to buy me a machine because look, I'm tired of getting these little bottled waters, y'all. I'm tired of it. I'm just give me a machine here, and I'm gonna give me a machine in my business. It is so nice to have a clean house. It is so nice. I'm still working on my room, y'all, because I'm washing the rest of these clothes. I'm hanging up clothes. It is so nice to have a clean room. Do y'all know how nice that is? Anyway, um, if Jasmine mess around again, right, mess around and get in trouble again behind Olivia, girl, she is dumber than I think. Girl, she is. You might as well. Let me tell you, she is dumber than what you think. No, she's really dumber than what you think. Please hear me out. She is much dumber than you think. Hold on, let me see. Oh, sorry. Bless me, y'all. I had to sneeze. Oh. I got to sneeze again, y'all. I done smelled some pepper. I was going to make my hair tonic. wait, I'll do that tomorrow. Okay. All right. I'm just saying that Jasmine is as dumb as you think. Take note of this. Mark the day that Dr. A said that thank you. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, she has to pay for the classes. This ain't no free class. Okay. Jasmine, classes, right. And court costs will you lose. Right. Jasmine definitely have to pay for it. Has gonna write another letter from camp. Oh my God. Thank you for the blessing. Check out those okay, them pictures, okay, filters, okay. Okay, girl, if you find some, let me know. Hit me up on IG and tell me which one to get, okay? Hit me up on IG because I gotta do this because I'm tired of drinking. I'm tired of doing bottled water. I swear I am tired of doing bottled water because I go through between me and my son and my husband, we go through 24 cases within 2 days, sometimes a day, depending on how depending on what's going on. I'm just gonna tell you the truth, and it's bad. It's pretty bad. I drink water crazy. I do. I ain't gonna front. Okay. And by the way, y'all, thank you for the gnat situation. I got rid of them gnats, y'all. Well, I went old school. I didn't get them filters. I didn't do them plug-ins. Girl, I just did some vinegar and some liquid. My husband kept on using dishwashing liquid. He thought that was going to get rid of. I said, well, I said, I bet you $300 that if I pour this vinegar in with this dishwater, that I'll get rid of. And plus I had a candle because I can only use the candle when I'm in here. You know what I mean? You gotta light the candle. I make those as well. Uh, and of course I got rid of them. So now he got to give me the money he gives me additionally with $300. Okay, because they are gone. And I got rid of them in one day. Hello, a couple of hours for real. Okay, but you ain't heard that from me. I ain't one to gossip. hmm Anyway, what time is it? I gotta keep track of time. I let that little boy sit up because I didn't have a game. He didn't play the game yesterday. Yes, vinegar and dish soap will do the trick. Sure will. All Liv gonna do is poke the moose exactly on his back again, and his back on again. Girl, that's all she gonna do. Girl, that's why I only yeah, that works. I'm trying to tell you because I can't take it. Because y'all know we eat a lot of fruit. We eat a lot of fruit. I ain't gonna lie. We get about 10 bags of grapes alone, on top of two big watermelons. We down to one watermelon right now, but we getting grocery this week. You know what I mean? So I'm just telling y'all, to be honest, we do have a lot of uh fruit. We do eat a lot of fruit. That's a fact. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna front. So that's part of the issue. Okay. So when you eat a lot of fruit, the fruit flies come out at night. But anyway, let's continue. Right, she has to donate. Yep. Court costs Jazz. Hold on. Let me go. She said poke the moose. Classes in court costs Jasmine hates to pay out of. Exactly. So Jasmine is heated. You know Jasmine is heated, y'all. Y'all know Jasmine sitting over there, and I know I'm a Taurus bull. So what I'm gonna say is gonna sound bully, sound bullish. But them nostrils got smoke coming out of them. You heard me? Jasmine is sitting over there with smoke coming out them nostrils, child. She is looking like her because of Olivia. I didn't do anything wrong. Jasmine's over there, those smokes is coming out of her nose. Jasmine is over there. She gonna get her somebody. She's like, I didn't do anything wrong. Jasmine is going to get somebody. She's looking at her, looking at Livia's picture. Oh, Jasmine. Jasmine, hit my website up, girl. You know I do work. Okay, I do spiritual work, Jasmine. Hit my website up, girl, but you gotta pay me. You gotta pay me. You gotta pay me, and you can't pay regular price. You gonna get charged extra because my Jazzy life. You gonna get extra charging because you won't promote my channel. You won't say my name. So I'm gonna charge you extra. Hit up my website though, Jasmine. I got you. Olivia, you too. Shoot, I don't care. I take the money. Money is green. Okay. Okay. How you doing, Christina? She should donate her skill tea. Girl, she need to donate her whole ugly wardrobe. Girl, that whole ugly wardrobe, she need to donate that whole ugly everything that she got on now, including them dirty drawers. She need to donate them too or throw them away. Jasmine need to get a whole nother. She need to donate everything in that house because everything in that house need to be thrown away, including most of the children clothes. All that stuff need to be thrown away. She need to give all them wigs away. All them wigs need to be donated. Okay. Jasmine needs to throw away, donate them towels because she ain't using them. Ain't nobody using them towels in that house. So she need to donate them too. Okay. And Jasmine, if you send me $300 right now, the magic number is $300. I got you. $300, Jasmine. Okay, Olivia, you $700. She got her one towel, girl, that she never uses. Tell her that she needs to let you drive the box for the couple of days. Girl, please.
Here, or
I'm still trying to find out how she thought this was funny. We looked at this before, and I was just perplexed. I was like perplexed. Why does she think that this is funny? If you got to do community service, I mean, at some point in time, I think everybody should do some form of community service. I've had my years of doing community service, and not only that, well, I haven't done it since I think COVID, somewhere in there. I'm gonna start back, but I really been just really focused on my business, getting off the ground and getting to where I needed to get to. So ignore my son. He's enjoying his time, y'all, because he did not play the game at all yesterday. So ignore him in there talking to the game. Okay. He's the only child in this house. He's not the only child, but he's the only child in this house. So he kind of may talk to the game. Okay. So I'm letting him enjoy himself today. Anywho, so one of the things that I have noticed, but he can talk, okay? He can talk. One of the things that I noticed is that what was I saying? What was the point? Oh, I think at some point in time we all should do some form of community service. I really do believe. Okay. What I used to do is go around and give homeless people food, clothing. I used to make these little, kits where they'll have like the personals, like it'll have like some oil in it or a body spray. It will have some soap that I made. It'll have a little towel that I got from the dollar store, the family dollar store back in the day. And Walmart used to have a sale, and then I started going online and buying these online towels and buying them in bulks. Okay, and so I would pass out a face towel. It'll have a big towel and it'll have some cover in it because I would go, and then I would give them some like chicken. I used to go to Popeyes, and Popeyes will give you like when they at night when they get ready to throw away the food because they throw away half of that stuff. So we would go in there and just ask them, hey, instead of y'all throwing away the food, can y'all just donate it to the cause because we're trying to feed the homeless? And the manager would just do that every night. That's what I used to do as a Panther. And we would go in there and we would get their food, and we just pass it out to the homeless people, right? Along with all those stuff, covers, clothes, you know what I mean? You name it, deodorant, um, body washes, oil, stuff like that. And sometimes it depends who it was. It depends on what was going on. If it was a woman with a child, then we would give a card, like a money card, like it'll have like $20 on it. No more than no, it will have no less than $20. Sometimes it had of $100 on it, because sometimes we would go to other stores and we would ask people to donate monies to put on a card to give to the homeless, especially if it was women with children, or if it was a family, or if it was a husband and a wife with some children, okay, or it was a man with children, okay. So again, we would just do that, and that's what we would do, okay. We didn't donate to the shelters because sometimes they didn't give the stuff to the people. They would be taking them home. So we will give it to the people personally. Okay. So Jasmine does need to humble herself because of this type of arrogant attitude that she has had for her whole life. Jasmine, we can say whatever she wants to say. Jasmine has had a blessed life. Let's just be all the way homeless. Jasmine has never really had to struggle. Jasmine, remember she went away to college and she had a dorm and that was being paid for, right? Jasmine has never had a struggle life. Jasmine never had to pull I hate to use this term because it's kind of racist to me. Pull herself up from her bootstraps. She's never had to do that. She never had to really do anything that would really make her have to work really hard. She thinks that working hard is YouTube, okay? Jasmine's never really been out in the work field where she had to really pay her stuff. Now she has lost things, of course, y'all. You know, she got car repoed and that kind of stuff, but she was able to have, she always have had a safety net. She went and stayed in her mama house, and her mama left and went to go stay with Jack Dean, with DJ Jazzy Jeff Clue, Pied Piper over there. Oh, so she was able to do that. She, you know what I mean? Jasmine has never really had to struggle. All Jasmine had to do was come up here and act like she wanted to unalive herself. She would cry and whine and dry beg, and people would donate to her because guess what? They felt sorry for her. When, or her mama would call her daddy and he'll come over there, the daddy and the grandma, what you doing? What's wrong with you? And she would get that attention. They'll wind up feeling sorry for her and giving her money, or just buying what she needs as opposed to giving her money because you know she's horrible with money, which is why she buy cups and notebooks and dumb stuff like that all the time. Like I've never seen, like when I buy stuff, I'm not just buying. I have a whole bunch of notebooks, so I mean every now, you know why I have to buy notebooks sometimes, because I have to, you know, because I write a lot, not writing down recipes, herb recipes. I'm writing down stuff that I can pass down to my children because I'm not gonna always be here in the physical. So I want to pass my candle making, my herb teas, pies, tinctures, and all the things that I do. They can have them at their free will, and everybody will have their own book where they will know how to survive, right? And my children, if they choose to go into what I do, or hopefully some one of my grandchildren will, I don't know which one, but hopefully, God, please, one of my children, my grandchildren, be a healer. Okay. I know one thing. I ain't gonna say I don't think so, but I don't think my namesake would be. I have a namesake, a grandchild that's named after me. But nevertheless, I think it would probably be maybe the oldest girl or the youngest boy. It's gonna be one of them two, but they're gonna probably have all of me. But the point is that she not good with money. All Jasmine gotta do is bat her little eyes, and grandmom will come over there, and daddy will come over there, and stepmom will come over there and save the day. Jasmine has never really had to work for herself. You see, who she didn't do her homework. When I was getting my degrees, I got regular degrees too. I did my own homework. Nobody did my homework for me. When I was working on my doctorants, I have couple of them. I did it. I wrote a dissertation. I wrote my own dissertation. Okay. And I'm telling you that Jasmine has never had to work for her. She didn't even they let her slide through school because they know she was slow. I'm just telling y'all the truth. So she has never had to work for anything. And then her being an athlete, they did homework for her. That's what they do for the athletes. Okay. I'm just telling you, no matter how slow or not good the athletes are, they have other people to do their homework. Okay. So Jasmine's never had to work for anything in her life. Okay. So she's never been humble. She's never did anything. Right when she wasn't working with her mama, she told Philip mama, I'm reckon, I guess, that she probably told Philip mama some old sad little story. She told Philip mama some little sad little story, and she done sat there crying and whining, and they felt sorry for her because they know her mama was not responsible, leaving them there without no food. So they let her go to stay. So Philip she went to go stay with Philip Nim house, and Philip mama took care of her. Okay? Because she's dumb. So they knew this world would chew her up and spit her out. Okay, so Jasmine has always, so this is why she thinks this kind of stuff is funny, because there's nothing funny about this. This is an embarrassment. You ought to be embarrassed that you had to sit up on internet and have to cuss out this hussy. And I mean, you know how Olivia is, which is why I don't go to her. I didn't go to her channel when she was talking about me. And it's been other people that came up here and said something about me. I don't go to their channels when they talking about me. That is dumb, because I know how I'm gonna go back off on them, and I'm gonna say some real nasty stuff. Because you think what Jasmine said was bad. You know what I'm saying? I know how I am. So I wasn't going over there. How about that? And I don't, and number one, I don't care what nobody say about me. Number one, who is Olivia? But you all over there watching and responding. You always got to respond. You always got to say something back. And sometimes you just got to know when to fold them. Know when to walk away and know when to run. Sometimes you need to shut up. You need to learn. I can't say what I want to say because my son is still up. But you got to learn when to shut up. Shut up. Shut up. You have to learn when to shut up, and you went too far. And that's the bottom line. I don't like Olivia less than I like you. I don't like you either. But I'll take you over Olivia any day. But on this topic, ma'am, you are wrong. I mean, I don't know where, even though you know Olivia did provoke you. We get it. We know how Olivia wrote, but at the same time, you fell into it. Hello, take responsibility. Say you know what I mean. You just wrong. You know you shouldn't even went over there and listen to anything how she did what she said, because you know your temperament. You have a temperament, and your temperament goes there, and you be on go with your mouth. Let's go.
Baby, I don't stay in y'all's county. I ain't been. Last time I was out there, literally, and it's the truth. Last time I went to Dallas, I don't even think I ever told y'all. I don't even know. It's whenever I went and picked up Philip from, I was pregnant with the twins, picked this nigga up because that's when he was cheating on me and I was done. Baby, I was, ooh, child. That was the last time I've been in Dallas. Because I found out where he was, right? That was the last time I've been in Dallas. And I was pregnant. So that was that. And because, I don't know if y'all.
So, girl, you drove all the way to from where you was to go and track Philip down to see what he was doing about some girl. Girl, you should have left him right where he was at. Ooh, child. When you think you in love, how you doing, Rose? Right, the case was not dismissed. She said her record would be clean, girl. That's what she said, and it won't be. Liv didn't. She a dummy. Okay. Jasmine lost, but she thinks she's winning. Oh, that's awesome. Uh, dismiss case, both walk away, not classes or fines. Exactly. Not even trying to be funny, but did you see Amaya's letter to Jasmine from Camp versus No Girl? I did not. I did not. I did not want to see it because I already knew that it was gonna not be good. I already knew. But let me finish. Versus the one she sent to Phil and Hannah. Her letter was wait, hold on. Let me go down. Hold on. Pause. Hannah and Philip was a way sweeter and more heartfelt because she know her mama don't really read it. Jazz is is also super lazy. Yes, she is. How you doing, Melly? For sure she is. Okay. What gets me is that she said the DA triggered her by talking about SA. Why didn't he get get that way when her mama was talking about Asia's son? Because exactly her mama was going in on Asia's son, and that's something like that. To be honest with you, and if it's true that Miss that I ain't calling her Miss because I'm 52. Listen, if Jasmine's mama works for now, they told me that Jasmine's mama worked for state. She should have been fired for saying that. The stuff that she was saying about Asia son was disgusting. I'm telling you, it was disgusting. I was in that live. I was so upset. I was triggered. I was triggered when she was in there saying that stuff that she was saying about Asia's son. You just inhuman. You gotta be inhuman to have gone there about that little kid the way she had did that. Inhuman. You hear me? And that's what let me know that Jasmine mama is just as sick as she is. This is why Jasmine is the person that she is. Because her mama don't have half sense. I said it, Cheryl. I sure did. Because you had no business telling us nothing about Asia. We did not ask you at all. You have no business doing that. Okay? I don't care how you feel about Asia, but those are still children. And they have a right to not have to hear this on internet. And you never did come up here and apologize. And that's why your daughter cussed you out in front of everybody. That's a shame. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. But anyway, let's continue. Okay. Let's go. You said exactly. Okay. Jasmine's definitely full of crap for sure. Okay. My husband got this master's degree, and we were also low in money, right? And we will go through hard time education, right? What makes it but we had a few hard times, girl. We had a few hard times too. We getting better back now again, but still, I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's like that sometimes. Shoot, people go up and down sometimes. Sometimes we will go up and down, but it's all about sometimes and it's just because we have to sacrifice. That's all it is. It's because people have to sacrifice. Okay? When you're trying to get to a certain point and you're trying to make certain things shake, sometimes you have to sacrifice. And that's just the real. But Jasmine don't know nothing about sacrificing because she's never had to sacrifice. Never. Jasmine has never had to sacrifice, which is why everything is handed to her. Everything is handed to her. And that's what the problem, and that's why she thinks this is funny. I'm telling you, because this ain't funny. Where is this funny at, y'all? I mean, it's fun. We can kiki about it, but it shouldn't be funny to her. That she got a darn record. Let's see when she make less money this month on that YouTube check, and that YouTube check get really, really even lower than where it already is. Let's see how funny she think it's gonna be then. Okay, let's see how funny she think it's gonna be then. Okay, let's continue. Now all of a sudden, right, she is traumatized with the on this subject exactly, but laughing about Asia, right? And it wasn't funny with them children. She was going off and she was mean to Asian children. I saw them old videos where Asia's son was in there and she was mean to him. You took Philip back, so they a deal. The child come right back. The child come along with the man, honey. You wanted Philip back. You wanted Philip. You had to take on his child. So, that's your funky decision. You wanted them back. Okay, now you got to deal with the consequences of having them back. And that's the bottom line. Let's go. Right. Jasmine definitely thinks the world revolves around her. And that's the problem. That's the problem. Everyone who wrongs her right is horrible, exactly, and no good. But Jasmine, but what is But when Jasmine doing wrong, doing to her? It's all fun and games, exactly. Wait, Mama Deuce was talking about Asia's son. Yes, girl. I can't even tell you the stuff she was saying. It's just, it's a lot on this platform. I'll say this. She was saying stuff that why Asia's son removed. And it was because of some SA stuff and some other stuff along those lines. And I'm telling you, it wasn't cute or pretty for no woman, for no grown woman, and she grown to be talking about somebody's child like that. And that's something that not like that, not with anger, not in that way. And to be telling people, it's just some things because I know because I've seen a lot of children paperwork in foster care because I was, thinking about pursuing them. But some of that stuff I couldn't even, man, I wanted to get some of those children. So but I couldn't get everybody. You know what I mean? Because they had been through the ringer. Okay. And that's it. Buddy, you got 2 more minutes. Thank you. Okay, let's continue. Right. She made you so mad, your stomach hurt, girl. Yes. How you doing, pretty brown? What did her mama say? Girl, she said all kind of girl, she said that Asia children got, her child got taken out of Asia. Allegedly, Asia's children were supposed to been taken out of her custody. And Jasmine, that's why that little boy was over there with Jasmine a long time ago when she was with Philip. Allegedly, the little kid got taken because some things had happened to him, in a SA kind of way. And Jasmine mama was running it down to everybody and saying how Asia was no good because this happened to her. She let this happen to her children. You know what I mean? So that's what basically that's the basic line. That's the basic intimate. I mean, she said a whole bunch of stuff. I'm telling you, I can't with good energy even tell you that because it's gonna trigger a lot of people and it's gonna make me mad because then I'm gonna think about the fact that she did that and that was not cool. Okay, now I just gotta hang up these other clothes, y'all, and vacuum my floors. Obviously, I can't vacuum my floors right now, but my room is almost clean. And my husband got to put my door back on my closet because I took it off. Now I wait on him to do that because I'm trying to put some of my clothes up. And I was trying to organize them, and that closet door was in my way. um, so let me finish reading what y'all talking about, and then I'll go and watch the video. Okay, y'all can come up here. I will drop the link. Hold on, y'all gotta put my computer on the charge. Okay. So yeah, her mama said a lot of stuff, girl, and she was drunker than a Cooter Brown up there saying that stuff. So it was out of malice and it was angry. And it wasn't a situation where she said, well, I feel bad for Asia. And you know how if we talking and we just be like, well, I feel bad for Asia because this happened to Asia and I'm sorry. You know what I mean? It wasn't like that. It was like, well, yeah, well, Asia up there talking about somebody. Let's talk about her child and da 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 da. And that was wrong. What I didn't know that, right? I thought that was because she was older and she had it together. Mm. She said the Asia's son was in the room with a man with his pants down, and Jazz laughed. Crazy. Mama said that she seen the paperwork. Exactly. Why is she even looking at the paperwork? Wow, that's disgusting. Yeah, it was very wow. And Jazz felt that she needed an award for taking him in exactly to live right, and them that Phil and that was Philip's son exactly. I mean, they are hope they come together, so they're a package deal. So if you get with a man that have kids, those are your kids too, or those are yours, either your step kids or that's your man's kids, but that's a part of your family. Whatever way you want to see them like that. If they call you, even if they call your name, those are still a part of you're welcoming them. You should welcome them into your family if you're taking them in. Yes, Erica, she treated him bad. Yes, girl, she was mean to him. She was real mean to him. She was meaner than she is with her own children. You know how she treat her own children. She wouldn't feed them. Right. Did she apologize? No, she did not. The fact that any kids are allowed around Jasmine, including her own, really blows your mind, girl. Girl. Okay, y'all, let's continue.
I remember the individual kept saying, "You don't have my right address, da da da." You on the cease and desist letter. That made it even more credible that I've never been to her house. I didn't have her.
That don't mean anything, Jasmine. That does not mean that you have not been to her house. But I get what you. No, I don't. I don't get what you're talking about. You talking crazy. That does not mean that you have not been to her house. Not saying that you have. I know you ain't been to her house, because if you had been to her house, that would have been a different scenario. But I don't believe you went to her house either. But at the end of the day, that does not approve. That does not prove that you did not go to her house. That's what the issue is. Okay. So let's continue.
Address, right? But they said they wanted to
You
also
stop quoting, and you quoting with one hand. With one girl, you really are something is really wrong with you. Something is really wrong with you. Something is really wrong with you. All crap aside, something is wrong with you.
prove that the cease and desist letter was actually sent, which was proven through her own mouth, right? That she got it, and she thought like, oh, that's not credible because you have to get it notarized. No, you don't. It was sent. You said that it was sent, and you didn't give it in. And then they also saw the timestamp of that video that was made, how they was going to go make a report, and how that was already, they think she said it was 3 or 4 days after the cease and desist that I sent out for leave me and my family the fuck alone type shit, right? And so that ruled out that I ever came to her house. That went away. And because, like I said, I'm fighting the state. So at this point, it's not her, it's the state. And they are like, oh, well, we want something. They even wanted me to pay $250, right? And I was like, they wanted me to pay the other day. I said, no. And they said basically like, because we know creators got money. Bitch, I'm broke. I got 5 kids. The fuck? Not all creators just bankrolling. And so I was like, no. Anything that
Jasmine, I said no. Girl, how you say no? Girl, you don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. You have to do community service. You have to do what they tell you have to do, or else there are there are repercussions behind this situation, and you gotta pay for it. You gotta pay for it, and that's the bottom line. You gotta pay for it. And that's it. I mean, I don't see what's the point of you telling this story the way you telling this story. You sound really silly. You sound illy-formed is what you sound. Telling this story is if you got out. You got off better, but you ain't get no cast away. You ain't get hooked up. They wasn't like, oh, we're gonna give Jasmine the hookup. Yeah, we don't want to. We're gonna give Jasmine the hookup. No, you still got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? For once in your life, you actually got to work hard. And I hope they make you. I hope they give you the nastiest doo-doo pot stain. I hope they make you do time. I mean, not time, but they make you. I hope they make you go there and clean up and wipe and have to wipe doo-doo off the floor. I hope that's what happened. I hope you wipe doo-doo like grown people doo-doo off the floor. That's what I wish for you to happen. Because you in here, you thinking it's greasy. You thinking that this is gravy, like you got it going on, girl. You are really greasing this up, honey. You are really greasing this up. And it's really weird. Let's go.
They said was no. I kept saying no. Only thing that I agreed to was full dismissal. So nothing on my record, nothing that states that I went to jail, nothing that said all that dumb shit, nothing, my money. Then I said I would take an anger management class because maybe I am angry. You know what?
You was angry before Olivia got with you on her. You been angry. You been angry. You angry at everybody because you feel like everybody owe you something, including your mammy. Including your mammy. You really believe that people owe you something, and nobody owes you a darn thing. And that's a problem. That's a problem how you think. You think that everybody owe you something. Like everybody's supposed to go out the way and look after Jasmine. Poor little Jasmine. Oh, poor you. Poor you. That's the problem. That's the honest to God problem with you, that you think somebody owe you something and nobody owe you a darn thing. Who are you? Nobody. Nobody to us. You just somebody we talk about. Let's go.
I am angry. I'm angry because look what was said about my children. Hell yeah, I'm angry. I'm an angry ass person when it comes to my kids. You right. I'll take it. It's only for a couple of hours
What
online.
you said about Chrissy? You told Olivia that Chrissy had a house in Virginia, and you did say that, Jasmine. You said it. You said that. What about the stuff that you said about Chrissy's son? What about the stuff that you said about Philip's son? What about the stuff that you said about everybody else's child on here? About us? The reactors. And she's like, puppets. You know how you talk, Jasmine, because you got a heavy tongue. You be like, puppets. If it did, but that puppets. You know how you talk, puppets. Come on, Jasmine, tell us. Puppets. I mean, if it did today, but the red day, promises. Come on, heavy tongue, yeah.
Well, it's a couple of hours, but that's all she told me. She said it was a couple of hours, but you can go through it real fast. I'll do it. I have till September 9th to take it, or September 10th, or whatever the heck she said.
Well, why would you wait to the last minute? Why don't you get that done right now? You could be doing that on Monday. Instead of sitting your behind on here telling us about all what you gotta do, why don't you go take time out now and go handle your business? Go handle your scandal. Why don't you go do that right now? Wouldn't that make sense, and get it out the way so you can focus on making money, so you don't have to keep begging people like you usually per usual. So you can get the children school clothes out of the way, because you're always trying to do that. Well, you ain't getting everybody no clothes. Let me quit talking. It'd be nice though if you can go get all the children some clothes. I wouldn't just rely on Philip to do it, or Philip's family, but of course you do, because you don't work for anything. Everything you get handed to you. I said it. Somebody tell I said it. I sure said it. I said it. Everything you get handed to you. You don't work for anything. You don't work for anything but what people give you. And then you be having the nerve to be choicy about what people give you. That's what I'm saying. You ungrateful. Hello, hurry up, sir. Okay, don't yell at mommy now. Hold on, watch your mouth now. It's yes, ma'am. It's yes, ma'am, sir. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'll let you stay up now, but get the going. Let's get this ship going. Get this train rolling. Thank you.
That's that. There was no withdraw from record.
Not really like that's that, because it's still ongoing. It's not this that. That's that. Okay. I don't think it should be that's that. I think it should be the truth. But you have a problem with telling the truth. I don't know what is within you where you don't know how to tell the truth. I don't know what that's about within you. I could talk about a lot of these mommies, but right now we're talking about you. I'm trying to stick to just you. You need to start telling the truth, not to us. You don't owe us anything, but I don't like people to volunteer lies to me. It's just weird. We didn't ask you what happened in court. You came up here and volunteered to lie to us. We didn't ask for none of this. Not nan. We didn't ask you nothing about what's going on with you and uh Olivia. You came up here and told us. The bottom line is you're the one that got to deal with this. Nobody else has to deal with this. I don't care. I could care less how much time you got or what you got to do, when you got to do it. It does not matter to me because I'm not on here cussing out. I mean, I'm not on here threatening people's lives. That's something I'm not doing. So this is your responsibility. We don't care. This is something that you got to deal with. This is something that's affecting you and your family. We just talking about it. Okay? So you can say all this. So stop coming up here volunteering and telling lies. You have a problem with the truth. And that's something you need to do. You need to work that out. You need to work on what truth is. You have an issue with telling the truth. I don't know what that is about and within you, but you have an issue with telling the truth. And I don't understand why, because you know people can find this out. And you know it's going to get found out. So if you're going to come up here and talk about it, keep it real. Keep it real, Holy Deerfield. Holy Deerfield. You know what I'm saying? And leave Hannah's husband alone. Leave them people alone. You can't make people feel guilty about something that Philip left you. You don't have any aspirations. He's a pimp. He is a pimp. Once a pimp, always a pimp. He a pimp. And with pimps, you gotta be offering something. You're not really offering anything but somebody to take with them. All you doing is doing some YouTube. Okay? And and Hannah could offer him more. And so seeing that he's an opportunist, he taught you very well to be an opportunist as well. So you should understand. You should understand it's more opportunity in being with Hannah than it is you. With that said, leave that man alone. Leave him alone. He gone. Leave Chris woman alone. He gone. Chris is not at home or at work. Okay, he's gone. He gone. Bye-bye. He went bye-bye. He said bye, Jasmine. He said bye. He said so. I'm saying bye-bye. Goodbye, love. Okay? I don't mean to hurt you, baby. Baby. He gone. He said no. He said goodbye. He said, I'm out of here. He said, I don't want to deal with Platymus. He called you Platymus, girl. He gone. He left. He said, bye-bye. He said goodbye. He said he don't want it. He don't want you no more. He don't want you no more. He don't want you no more. He said bye. So you should respect his decision. It hurts. It hurts. Trust me. It hurts. But you will survive. Hey, 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 hey. You got all your love to give. You got all your love to give. You will survive. You survive. Hey, hey, hey. Hey. I will survive. Come on. I know I know I stay alive. Come on, son. I give all my life to give. I give all my love to give. I will survive. I will survive. Come on, son. Sing with you before we get in the shower. Hey, hey. He laughing at me. Okay, Jasmine, it's gonna be okay. Move on. You have an issue with moving on. I said this the other day. I said, Jasmine, you have an issue with moving on. When somebody say you stay in friendships and relationships in general, too long. When you start seeing those signs, baby, you gotta go. And some things ain't forever. A couple of forevers. There's not a couple of forevers right now, Jasmine. You have not found that couple of forevers. You have not found a couple of forevers. A couple of forevers. You haven't found it. And it's okay. Some people look for soul, and I just want everything, and everything is of everything. I don't have nothing without you. But they gotta be you. You gotta feel like that about yourself. Some people want diamond rings, and I just you know what I mean, Jasmine? Sometimes you gotta look into yourself and say, self, I love me. See, I love me. I love me. Okay? But you don't, which is why you so cocky on her. You so cocky. You got these titties out. You like, look at them. Look at them, fly girls. A fly girl. Remember that, y'all? Remember that I'm hungry? All right, let's go.
They showed me up until last month every statement that was made, and everything that was made was that I also stated that I something about threatening the kids, child.
Okay, what?
It's a mess. It was a mess. That whole piece of paper was a mess. I said that's why I told her. I said this is a mess. This paper is a mess. And I'm gonna read y'all's comments. My bad. I know I'm just going on and everything. So basically, that's that. Like, they didn't want. So this, I was willing. The state didn't want to do a pretrial. Not even the judge. Not even the judge wanted to do a pretrial, and they basically have the last say. So unless, you know, I mean, because there was nothing else to go off of that. Like I couldn't say like, okay, now I want her to be charged. Like I couldn't do that. Like
Because you're not the victim. You're not the victim. Mm-mm. See, this is what happens when you get a public defender. We kept telling you to get you a real lawyer. You should have got a real lawyer, girl. Because all a PA want to do is offer deals. Do a plea deal. That's all they want to do. They don't want to, because that takes too much time away from other stuff. You know, to get 1,000 files of clients. This is the work. Listen, nobody. Listen. No, ma'am. This is what happens when you are hard. Oh, I just gotta get a public defender. Okay, so this is a public defender treatment, and you did do it though. All jokes aside, you did do it though. All right, let me read y'all comments. Okay. Dude, I've been in court many times. Right. None of this happened, Jasmine. Lies in my Erica voice. She's a lie, lie, lie. Everything this is a lie. Erica be like, lies, Jasmine. I can do Erica good. She like, lies, Jasmine. What do you mean? uh, Here we go. The courts don't ask you anything. The judge tells you. This is slow lying muse loves to lie to put herself in a good light. Girl, she got that bad, don't she? Don't she, Pretty Brown? Pretty Brown, I know when you see you. Right, right. Those who tell, who really telly, no, okay. You don't even get to talk, right, and do all of that, LOL. Thank you. Exactly. Exactly. Nobody believe. I don't know who believes this. People are stupid. How you doing, Ronnie? So true. Jazz is so used to lying and manipulating that it has become her life. Okay. How you doing, Ronnie? Ronnie, Ricky, and Mike. Who likes the girls who you like? Cool it now. Okay. She is making it seem like she was running ish. Exactly. It's hilarious. Right. It's right. Victim syndrome. Yes, she is. Right. Exactly. Right. No, ain't no boss. Okay. And definitely didn't start being one right in the court either, girl. And that's not where to be the boss at. You need to start that at home, girl. You can't even run your own house. Even Legendary run your house. Okay. And definitely not in court, right? Slow people always think that they're smarter than everyone. That's what Jasmine think, girl. She thinks she is the top of the line. She thinks she is smarty pants central. Oh, the reactors are stalking, harassing, and sending pieces and cursed toys. If I I ain't gonna say that. I wonder if this is rare, right? No, right. She has to pay for every one of those angry management classes. Yeah, most of the time they do. They make you pay for them angry management classes, anger management classes. She definitely has to pay for those anger management classes with her angry self. That's what I was trying to say. I was trying to say, I should have said with her angry self. That's what I should have said. It's not anger, angry. My bad. It's always more than right, exactly. A group settling, right. In a group setting. Yep. Yep. And then they're gonna be like, well, what did you do? Well, how did you feel? Jasmine, you've been here for quite some time to say you ain't gonna just have to take no one class, Jasmine. It says classes, that means it's plural, okay? Line and living right in a space, in an outer space, exactly, is her whole entire existence. Okay, right. Uh right. And she has to pay for the right expungement. Yes, she does. But see, I thought that they'd make you wait like some years. Now, some people argue and say when we were on Passion's channel, they said 5 years, maybe 7 years. I've seen it where they made you wait 10 years. But then I had a client, let me tell you something. I had a client, she did some stuff, and she had to wait for her expungement for they gave her a year. She had to complete her probation. She had to complete the whatever they told her to do. She had to do that. She had to do a gang of stuff, y'all. She had to pay her restitution. Plus, she had to pay for the classes that they had given her. Okay, she had to pay for that, and then she had to pay the court costs, the fees. She had to do something else. Community service. Yeah, she had to do community service. And then she had to then her expungement, she could do it now. And I think they gave her, I might be lying. I don't want to text her and ask her that for the purposes of YouTube, but I don't think she didn't have to wait. It wasn't 7 years. It wasn't 5 years. It was something short of. I would say it was like within a year, 6 months to a year period. She didn't have to wait that long, but they made her pay for that in order to take that off her record. Again, certain states are different. I can't say what state she was in. Um, But I know that uh she didn't have to wait that long because she's like taking on a regular job or whatever. Well, I'm lying when I say that. She's doing what she's doing. You know what I mean? What she did in her past, she's just doing it up again. I mean, it's legal, of course, but it's, so yeah, so she's doing it right now. She's getting all her money up. And it's gonna cost her more than like $500. It's gonna cost her a lot more. She gotta pay like some deep pocket stuff, right? And I think she already got it. And I think she's up for it. I think she's up for it changing. I want to say in August. Or I want to say August. Okay, let's go. I had an anger management class once a week for 6 weeks for $30 a class. Oh my God, girl. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, well, she gotta do what she gotta do, right, y'all? Um, she is desperate, exactly, to be good, the good guy, exactly, and desperate to convince strangers that she really not this person, exactly, what she truly is, and she knows her own self to be exactly, truly, okay. All I was on probation for a year, and all the beating the brakes off of a chick for beating the brakes off a chick. Yeah, I didn't have like my stuff wasn't even that long. You know where I probably been straight, but what happened was um they kind of got at me a little bit because I really they would have thrown they really would have thrown the situation out, but it's just the fact that like I had I didn't like get my driver's license. I was like, I ain't gotta get it. I don't forget it, you know what I mean? I'm not a citizen. I don't care. I'm denouncing my girl. I was tripping. That's a whole other conversation. We have to sit down and tell you about some of this court antics. And I'm telling you, that lawyer saved my life. They wanted to throw me up under that jail, but they couldn't because I really didn't do anything criminal. Well, I didn't really do anything criminal because the other situation, right? It was more so because I had to, it was really, they was okay, I was wrong, right? Because I should have had my driver's license, right? And my attitude with that was like stupid, okay? That's why I keep my driver's license straight. I make sure I follow the law on that, okay? So we're going to be honest, right? We're going to keep it real. I was wrong on that sense, but everything above that, I had a situation and I wind up suing certain parties. And so they couldn't really get at me like they wanted to because of the parties that I sued. And then it would have looked like retaliation, and then it would have been really bad, you know what I mean? But I had a really good attorney, so that's what saved me. But if I went in there with a public defender, oh my God, I'd have been screwed. I promise you, I would probably be in jail till now. I promise you. But and I don't have anything on my record, okay. um I know damn well, dang on well, right? Restitution, right? And no, damn well she has restitution too. I know too. And you had to pay $1,500 for restitution. Wow, you had to pay a lot of money. How much did I have to pay for restitution? My restitution wasn't even that bad. Let me tell you how much my restitution was. I think my restitution was like, man, and I refused to do that too. I was like, I'm not paying no restitution to this system. I was I was tripping, y'all. My restitution was like $150. And then like I think they waived my court costs. I think my lawyer got them to waive my court costs. I didn't have to pay the court costs because of the situation. I can't remember if he made them take that off of there or if the situation. So because it was a couple of things happening that like my rights were violated. You know what I'm saying? So they couldn't give me like they wanted to because the lawyer and other stuff that took place. Um, but I'm telling you, that situation, that was a headache. That was a headache. But I don't think my restitution was all that much. And then nobody really know about it. Like only person in my family, like nobody really knew what really happened. Only person that knew was my parents. I didn't go into detail with my ex either. He don't even know what really happened behind that. That was like just between my parents and my attorney. Anyway, so you had to make payments and check in physically. I had a probation officer too until I got my. They wanted me the probation. I didn't have to do no checking. They just wanted to make sure that I got my driver's license back. I had to get my driver's license back because I had to drive. You know what I'm saying? So I had to get my driver's license back. I had to do the community service. I did it at the YMCA, and well, first I filed SR-22. I got that, and so I could only go back and forth to work. And then later in years out, when I filed, I ain't gonna. We'll talk about that later. And that's all I had to do. That filed the SR-22 to work on the drive, so I can get back and forth to work. So they let me go back and forth to work on that, and then I wind up later on getting my driver's license. But that was way after the court. It was something like that. Yeah, I can't remember everything. I might be wrong on some things, but my restitution wasn't that much. I had to do restitution, and I just had to, like, that was pretty much it. And my probation was only there until I got done with those classes. Because I actually did do the community service, but I did not pay that restitution because I felt like I wasn't paying that restitution. Because I was like, well, I gotta pay you too. I was just being arrogant. I was being a jerk, But I paid it, of course. Well, okay. I paid it. You know what I'm saying? So it was something like that. I can't remember everything, but it was a bigger picture to it. So, but I don't remember paying no court. I really think that they didn't give me that court cost because of the situation, because it was two things happening at once. One was not my fault. Obviously, not having your driver's license was definitely not was my fault. Totally my fault. Totally my fault. I should have not let my driver's license get suspended. That was me. Right, definitely fatal attraction. Right. Yes, because of all the video evidence, it was a waste of time. How you doing, Corman? How you doing, Jasmine? I would find you at first. I'm here. You couldn't find me at first? Okay. Well, I'm gonna drop this link so you can come up here. Hopefully you're not done talking. I'm gonna drop this link, Jasmine. Jasmine guilty now, classes and stuff. Right, you lost. Jasmine definitely lost and ran her mouth, but Olivia played her, knowing how knowing how to do it. So sad. Exactly. Yes, classes, court fees, bail. Guy, she was entitled to receive the money. Okay, and I don't know why this girl keeps saying. Did you wash up? I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. What's going on? Well, why you ain't say, "Mommy, I'm done"? You didn't say I was done. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Get dressed and brush your teeth. And then come in here and give me some sugar. And go take your little self to sleep. I did my community service, shedding the old court records, shredding old court records. I got to read a bunch of juicy stuff about people in the papers. I bet you did, Rose. I think I heard Hannah paid the bill. That's probably who took her. See, that's what I felt like. That's what I felt like. Look, Melly, I felt like Hannah took her so she can get her money back. That's what I felt. And boy, Jasmine, you ought to be kissing Hannah's feet. Hannah, you a dumb one. No way I would be doing all of this for my boyfriend's baby mama. And they done played in your face. Oh my girl, this is a nightmare. Can you imagine? Let's say that Philip was a good looking guy and he had it going on, but could you imagine Philip? Could you imagine your husband or your man having a kid with Jasmine and having to deal with her, you as the woman, because he probably don't want to deal with her, so he would tell you to deal with her. Could you imagine that? Jasmine would probably hate my guts because I would be like, no, we're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. We're not doing that. If she came to me and asked me, ma'am, we're not doing that. And if he came to me and said, well, baby mama want me to, nope. Okay. I bet you Jasmine breath stank. You too. You too. You stupid. Girl, Jasmine would have had to get beat up 32 different times. Hannah is a better person than me. Exactly, girl. She just would have been in a pokey. Girl, messing around with me, her butt would have been in that pokey. And I would have just been looking at her sideways. I'm telling you, because I was not messing with her like that. I would not be messing with Jasmine in the pokey. I'm telling you. She would just be sitting there with the pokey and I'll just be babysitting her children. I'm telling you. I'll be like, oh well, and Legendary be right at her mama house because I would not be dealing with that. I'm telling y'all that. That's just me. That's just me. That's how I get down. I'm not dealing with nobody's baby mama. I'm not like that. I'm not keeping your children so you can go sitting behind the jail. No, I lie. I wouldn't keep her children. No, I'll be dropping them children right off at their mama house. I'll be like, we'll keep the child for a week. I'll be like, well, they go. I'm sorry, I wouldn't be doing that. And it's bad enough that it's just a burden. I don't understand Hannah. Hannah, girl, you need some sister girl. Sister girl. What Jill Scott tell her? Sister girl, you got her some. I don't know I forgot what the song say. But girl, you and you, girl, please. I wouldn't be dealing with this. Look at this girl. Of course, she gonna put the girl, her all broke off. She got that big old forehead, that big spotty forehead. She's sitting up here with them tattoos out. She got on a shirt that she can barely fit. She overdone them lapping, looking crazy, looking like somebody done sat on her nose.
Like the only way that could happen, like if I wanted to flip shit around, is that they can like it's a
You can't flip anything around, babe. No more that I didn't have no control over that judge. Let me tell you something. That judge was after me. I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't know what Jasmine talking about. But that judge was not feeling me. That judge was after me. That judge was not feeling me. But it was just a different situation. I had a different scenario. Number one, I had a good attorney, a great, excellent. Hey, rest in peace, sir. That's like a, I hate to say it, y'all, but that was my dog. I'm just gonna tell y'all. And when at the time I was in the movement, and people was like, what they tell me, they was kind of, clowning me because I had you know, a, a Jewish attorney and stuff like that, and I was like, forget y'all. I was like, forget y'all. I don't know what y'all talking about. This is the best attorneys to get. Some of the best attorneys to get. What you mean? They was trying to clown me about that. I was like, I don't care what y'all say. I'm getting this one right here because I heard too much good stuff about him, and he did. He was worth every penny. Let's go.
free trial, but they would not, do a free trial. They was like, well, we'll just dismiss it. I feel like in this case, it's more of a time management situation. Look, this is bullshit. We just finna dismiss this. We don't got time. They didn't see my side of it, right? Meaning like,
Why would they want to see your side of it? You're not the victim. It's something. Are you okay, girl? Are you okay? How you doing, Myra? Are you okay, Jasmine? They wasn't seeing my side of it. What? You're not the victim. Why would? Oh my God. She can't be serious. She said they wasn't seeing my side of it. Why would they see your side of it, girl? You're not the victim, and I don't like Olivia. I don't like you either, Jasmine, but I like Olivia less, right? Less than you, right? But why would they see your side of it ever? You're not the victim. Do you think that when a red rum goes on trial for doing powing people on the streets, do you think they say, well, they had good reason to do blah 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 blah, all this stuff that's happening there? No, they're not gonna see. They're gonna look at the victim, especially if let's say if they have a surviving victim. Let's say that they have at least a surviving victim or whatever. They're not gonna be like, yeah, yeah. So why did you do it? They're gonna be like, oh, I'm so sorry. They're not gonna pat your knee, and the judge not gonna look at you with a tear in his eye and go, oh, I feel so bad that this happens to you, Jasmine. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry that Olivia got your number and made you act a little bit and you allowed her to let you get out of character. Okay, that's what's not gonna happen. Okay, Jasmine, that's not what's gonna happen.
It's more than that. It's I get it. You got serious shit going on, but this is personal. I would have loved to go to pretrial.
And you would have got your head handed to you, not with no PO, not no PD. Well, who you would go to a trial with a public defender? Girl, your public defender don't sound like that. You should have gone to trial with them. No, I would kindly tell you to disagree with that. Like you should have talked to. You should have really Googled public defenders. You don't know. You obviously don't know Jack. Like going to trial with a public defender. That's the third closed basket in the hallway. Okay. So why do you think that you go into a trial with a public defender? I would love to go to trial for it. But girl, they got evidence you did it. They have evidence that you actually did it. Not one time, not two times, not three times. That's for tomorrow. That's for you tomorrow. You're gonna wear the outfit for tomorrow. I already got it picked out. So you're not. I know y'all gonna say, Doctor A, why is your child still love? You don't let your child still love. Well, girl, it's summertime, okay? Shoot. Anyway, and besides, I didn't let him play the game yesterday, and he really was patient. So I let him play the game a little late today, and I ain't had no issues out of this boy. So why wouldn't he's a good kid? Why not let him have some fun? And he ate good. I didn't tell him he just ate honey. He ate three times a day. I had to tell him to eat because he was so excited about playing his game. Okay.
Because I was just like, at this point, like, people don't understand.
Oh God. What do we not understand now? Why do you always get up here and say people don't understand? People don't understand. No, you don't understand. I don't think it's that people don't understand. I think it's you that don't understand. You don't get how life works. You don't get how the court system is. Mm-hmm. Yep, brush your teeth. Are you gonna come in here and kiss and hug? Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. He's gonna hug and kiss me. Come on now. Doing all of this weird. Come on, boy. You don't have to bow down and all that. You're just weird. Go brush your teeth, boy. No, I'm trying to tell you. I just don't know what to do with this little boy. I swear, y'all. I don't even know what to do. Oh my God. Now he's saluting me. Oh my God, y'all. I can't. Okay, come on, y'all. Let's go, Jasmine. Oh my God.
Like the level
Girl.
of stress that put on me.
Jasmine, you put a level of stress on yourself because all of this could have been prevented had you had not. You could just came up here, cussed her out, and not said nothing else about her, and just kept it moving. You shouldn't even call her and went through these changes. You already know how she get down. You see how she do her own husband. You see how she do her own children. You see how she does her family. You see the type of individuals you've dealt with. She's called CPS on you before. She's came up here, fronted you out, embarrassed you on numerous of occasions. You see how she played with that Steffi G. That was her ideal, not yours. I can kind of tell because you stupid. You too stupid to move a certain way. So we're not gonna play these games. So I don't understand why you thought that the fat meat is not greasy. Okay, all right. That's what you should have understood. How you doing? Did I speak to you, Corma K? Corma K. Did I speak to you, girl? What's going on? Oh Lord. Your son sounds cute, Dr. A. Kids are fun. Yeah, they are. She's definitely done, really. Oh my God, she is extremely done. Yes, girl, he's something else. I'm like, why are you doing this? And I need to look in there and on that bathroom because he be halfway brushing his teeth and then trying to act like he don't. And then we try to say, I'm finished. No, you're not. You're going to do it at 3. I'll make him do 3 times. Don't make me brush your teeth for you. Let's go.
And my children. Nobody like get it unless you going through some shit like that. So, and plus, I don't want to talk too much about the judge and stuff, but
I wouldn't advise that. You know, they probably looking at your channel. They waiting on you to mess up, girl, because they got a place for you. They already like cell block 22. Cell block 22. Sally, Vera, Bina.
Let's just know that
And she think this is so funny.
I
She
don't
act
even talk.
like she really be, like she really breaking stuff down. Jasmine cracks me up with this energy. She just really be really thinking she breaking stuff down. She thinks she's like Llama being perfect. She's like, yeah, and guys, you guys just don't know. You guys just don't know. You guys just don't know. You know, what's his purposes, you guys just don't know. You just don't know the stuff I had to go with the level of stress that I have on my family. And the children, my kids were so sad. I was like, why my kids so sad? I don't understand why kids are so sad. This is so ludicrous. It's ludicrous, I tell you. And what you gonna do about live here? That's what she's gonna say. And what you gonna do about live here?
Talk about that part.
I'm not talking about that.
But I'm gonna read some of y'all emails. Hold on, my emails. What is this called?
Read some of your emails. You mean what y'all said in the chat? I think read some of your emails. And kiss, kiss.
All messages.
That's what it is. Girl, if you don't go get them eyebrows dealt with, oh my God, girl. Your eyebrows going to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. Let's do it, y'all. To the left, to the right. Jasmine, go get your eyebrows fixed. Go. Go get your eyebrows fixed. Go. Yo, team, go. Yay. Oh, Jasmine, you're so ugly. Your eyebrows look like they gone. They go to the left. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. That's why my son be acting silly because I'm silly. I probably just I ain't gonna do all that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop it. Jasmine want a cool rider. It's cool enough. He can burn it through and through. Whoa. If it's give it a remote control, buddy. Put it on what you gonna put it on and bring me your remote control, please. Huh? Okay, cool. Garfield it is. Oh my God, please.
Can you tell already going through the motions enough already? Like there's nothing else to say. Like that's it.
Yeah,
That's
but
it.
you done made 5 other videos talking about that's nothing else to say. That's nothing else. But yeah, yet it is more to say. Oh, I forgot. Oh, guys, I done boo doo doo boo doo boo 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 boo. She gonna know me over this. She gonna keep talking about this stuff, man. And I know her family like Jasmine. Shut up. We don't want to keep hearing about that. Pammy, y'all water is still we're sending down the streaming at Caitlin's camp is over an hour away. How could she be lying? Send your kids if you want to. Okay. Mm, girl, my son right here. I know it just got done raining here. It was storming yesterday, boy. It rained yesterday, rained today. And I'm telling you, it was bad. That storm was bad. I mean, I don't know if it was a tornado, but my door almost flew off. I'm telling you, I promise you, it almost did. I showed y'all how what it looked like.
You know what I'm saying? That's it.
My door, my business.
Like I waited. There's no you can't speak about this person. I'm personally choosing to watch her the delusional
Why
friend
does she always put her hand on her chest like she's getting ready to say, I pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America, and to the republic for which is, you know what I mean? That's weird.
ship that we got. I'm washing that with like I'm washing it away.
Really? Are you sure? It doesn't seem like you are. It seems like you still dwelling on it. I mean, I know it's fresh. I get that it's fresh, y'all. But y'all come up here and say, Dr. A, it's just happened to her. Yeah, I get that it just happened to her. However, she's still talking about it though, y'all. I'm just saying for the record. I'm just making a point that she still talks about it. That's all.
Like that, I don't even want to be in the same, honestly, the same sector as this individual.
But hey, wait a minute, Jasmine. This is the only sector that people are going to allow you to make a complete jerk off out of yourself. What other sector are you gonna go to? The exercise sector, because you don't even do that right. Because you would get clowned over there, right? Are Are you gonna go to the dumb sector? I mean, are you gonna go over to the beef sector? Because you probably get really clowned over there. Are you? This is the only sector that's gonna allow you to be the idiot that you are. I'm just being honest. I mean, because we are used to you being an idiotic. We're used to that, so we pretty much have accepted you for what and who you are by now. If you don't know you by now, you will never, never, never know you. Ooh, you know what I mean? I try to tell you, Jasmine, that you ain't no good. You understand it, Jasmine, but you got yours too. Ah, ha, ha. Jasmine, I try to warn you that you might as well listen to me. Jasmine, you need to stop fussing and fighting. That's why you almost got arrested and got your life. If we don't told you by now, you get out my ear. I'm trying to kiss you. Okay, I thought you was going to try to tell me something. Okay, I thought you was. I thought you was going to tell because you put your head over your ears. I thought you was going to try to tell me, Mama, be quiet. Good night. Boy, go to bed. Stop all that dancing in the hallway. Yeah, please. We going to get you some dancing lessons. I promise. I love you so much. Okay, I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna call Chris Brown and tell him to come over here and dance and show you how to. With the door closed, with the door open. I'm gonna have Chris Brown teach you how to dance in the hallway. Okay. All right. Love you. Good night. He don't let me tuck him in no more, y'all. He said he too big for that. So I know y'all say, "Why you ain't gonna tuck him in?" He's 9 years old. He don't want me to tuck him in no more. He said he not no baby no more, so I can't, tuck him in like I want to. So
Never just felt so disgusted. Like I didn't fell out on this platform with friends. Of course, we've made up and stuff, but
can I tell you, y'all did not really make up, Jasmine. They really don't like you. They just tolerate you. They're just, you know what I'm saying? It's like an enemy of my enemy. They kind of feel sorry for you a little bit. So, no, you all really didn't make up. I don't know why you still think you all are friends, but I really don't think y'all were ever friends, but that's just my opinion. But okay.
but it ain't ever got this serious. Like we talk shit online.
Right, but what you're dealing with, and you're dealing with a what? A racist, stupid, miserable idiot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you kind of more the idiot though, but more than her, then that's pretty bad. But you know what you're dealing with. She called the police on her own husband at the time and said that he kidnapped the kids and he had a court order that he could do of his visits. And then she had her mom lying and saying that too. So what do you think they're gonna do and treat you?
But we all know that we mamas and shit. We all know that we got kids.
Nobody cares about you all being mothers. No, nobody cares about that. Who cares about Jasmine being a mother? Girl, if you come against me and mine, and if I have a choice, if I have to go, well, I got stuff to lose. I can't be out here scrapping Jasmine in the streets. So, I might as well call the law, right? Because I don't want to go and be scrapping Jasmine in the streets. I don't care about the law when it comes to me and mine or my health or my safety. Yeah, I'm probably going to call the law on you because I know that if I lay one hand or iota on you, it's gonna be a problem. I know that. So why put myself in that situation, right? So yeah, I would definitely call the law on you, Jasmine. Unfortunately, I mean, 10 years ago, I would have never felt like that. I'd have been like, man, that's the enemy, blah, 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 blah. We in the police state. I would feel like that. But now I'm 52 years old. I got stuff to lose. I got a little kid I gotta look after. I'm a grandmother. I have an entrepreneur. I have a husband. I have a great life. I love my life. Now it might not be great for y'all, but it's great for me. Have a great life. Why do I need to mess up my chances of losing my resources and losing financial money to just be sitting behind somebody's pokey because somebody's on YouTube talking crazy? No, ma'am. Yeah, yeah. So I don't know where you exactly talking about here. Yeah, I'm definitely would call the law. I'm sorry. I just, I know you don't like to hear that, but maybe if you were so concerned about losing your freedom, maybe you should have called the law on what she was saying about you and yours. But I think you have a lot to lose, and I think you're hiding. You get the house of horrors over there that you haven't, and I think you didn't really want the police or to do an investigation, because if they would have really investigated all what was happening over at that house, I have a reason to believe that there's some problems. I'm just saying that sometimes when we keep perpetuating this type of energy, Jasmine and Olivia, like y'all keep perpetuating this type of energy, it's gonna one day you keep knocking. In other words, if you keep knocking on the devil's door, one day he gonna answer. Okay, this is just a saying. So that's just a saying for those that don't know what that means. And when I say those that don't, I mean meaning you, Jasmine. If you keep looking for trouble, one day you're gonna find it. That's what that means. Okay. All right. Let's go.
Kids, we all know, we know what's up, right? We all know.
No, that we don't.
And I
Yeah,
just
but when you're talking about you putting hands on somebody, you're not. You wasn't just talking ish. You was talking about putting your hands on people, and I mean, if somebody threatened me, I probably would say some really mean stuff. I ain't gonna lie, yeah, I hit below the jugular. I will hit below the belt. I honestly do. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. I honestly will hit you below the belt. Sorry, I do. And I don't mean physically, I mean psychologically. I will say some really evil to you. I will. Yeah. If you go there with me, I'm can be bad how I respond, right? But what I'm saying to you is this here. Um, Saying one thing is another, right? But when you start doing idle threats and stuff like that, when y'all start threatening each other, and when she was threatening Antonisha and all this stuff, and what somebody gonna do, and da 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 da, and she was trying to make Antonisha, she tried to poke Antonisha the same way so she can get her arrested as well, or Gerard or whatever. I wouldn't be. Nobody goes for that. You're the only person that fell for this because everybody sees Olivia coming. Olivia always does this kind of stuff, girl. She's a white girl. She's a excuse me, correction. She's a Karen. She's a Karen. She's the type of Karen, like she's one of those white women from like the 1800s, like the 1930s white women, you know what I'm saying? That they will say that the black man is looking at them or whistling at them and then try to get them ledge, or she said the black woman stole something from her or did something to her or hurt her baby. She hurt her baby and they say you did it. You know what I mean? That's that type of mentality. You're dealing with somebody like that. So why play into these hands?
would never do that to somebody, so I can't look at her the same. I can't. Any video I see from a reactor talking about her,
See, this is when I start talking about, okay, so I don't want to keep rehashing what I said earlier about this. Y'all can go back and look at that other video where I basically said how she's an opportunist. See, she was down with, I'm going to skip a little bit past this, y'all, because we've already seen this. You can see this again on the channel on my other video because I've already reacted to this. Portion. So I'm gonna speed this up. I'm gonna label it in a nutshell. The bottom line is she says that she don't want to go to the reactors that for her channel if they're talking about Livia. Well, that's all they talk about though, Jasmine. A lot of the two real reactors that, and I like them sisters as well, that react on Olivia, they react just on Olivia. and some maybe some other things. I think they do like some other stuff like podcasting. One Love have like a little nice, little cute little podcasting where her and her one her and one of her homegirls, lovely voices. They sound great. It's a great. I definitely like. I enjoy it. However, I think that's a disservice after they did all that work for you, Jasmine, to pull all that information to send to you to go, hey, this is what it is. I done saw blah blah blah. At this point right here, I could take this up, shorten this up, and all the work that those sisters did for you, you have a lot of nerve to go and try to say you don't want to look at their video. They need as many views like we all do, right? Because we're all on here to make money and to have fun, right? So, by you saying that, and you don't even promote them women like that. I promote One Love and the other young lady, because they're younger than me. They some little sweethearts. But you, you don't even promote them for real. You fake. You fake. You're opportunistic. You're opportunistic. That you just want them as long as you can use people up. You'll call them every blue moon, or you say, "Oh, I'll call her back." You know what I mean? Oh, girl, I'll call you back. I'm doing something with the children. You don't do nothing with them children no other time. You up here, but you don't really tell. Well, I'm sorry, y'all couldn't get to your message because I was busy. I'm depressed, and this is your reason. Excuse me, because you can't get nothing from them because they don't give you, because if you can't get no money from nobody, you don't want to talk to them. If they can't give you what you need in that moment, and they was nice enough to go and do that for you, because you could have done that work yourself. That's what I would have made you do. You don't promote their channels. Remember, you didn't like you don't like reactors. Remember, you don't promote their channels. You don't really, put a star by their name. You don't hook them up in the way that you should hook them up. And I think that's a disservice to them because you have a large platform. Why wouldn't you promote them more than you promote some of these other people? Because you're promoting Olivia right now. Her Stina, she has just been rambling, right, talking about absolutely nothing. Exactly. She just been lying. Jazzy is live, saying she don't do this anymore. She can't do this anymore, girl. Well, I'm not going over that right now. We will deal with in a minute. We will deal with her. We will deal with that commentary in a little while. I'm probably going to take a little, when I start my exercise, I will come back. But as of right now, I do thank each and every one of you all for coming live with me. I'm going to come back when I start working out. But I think it was really sweet that you all came over to my channel. I really have fun. I was hoping y'all come up here on the panel. Pammy, the only one that came up here today. But I'm gonna come back because I don't want to keep on regurgitating the same stuff. But I just went live because I thought y'all was gonna come up on the panel. Some of y'all did though, so I'm not tripping. Pammy did. I'm not tripping, but maybe next time when I drop, oops, but I gotta fix my bed, y'all. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, I gotta fix my box spring. My box spring fell down. Cause I had it on the edge. Oh, hold on. Okay, there we go. I had it on the edge. I have to have two box springs because I have a king size bed. And so you can't get a big box spring up here because of the way that the thing is the steps are created. So I had to get two box springs and I had to level them a certain way. So anyway, as soon as we move, baby, I'm gonna get me a new one. This is a brand new bed, but the box spring is not. But it's still in good condition. It's still in good condition because we would have got another one. But this is a brand new bed, baby. So anyway, y'all, I do appreciate y'all. Y'all are so lovely and wonderful. And y'all are all my crystals. I got some exciting things to sell y'all this summer. I am so excited. I got the aloe vera. Oh my God, the aloe vera. Oh, I ran out from my product. I ran out. Now I didn't run out of aloe vera. I still have some at my biz at Euphoria, but I ran out at home, so I have to go back and get some more. And I just put it on my hair, honey. I don't put nothing in aloe vera. I just use straight aloe vera. Now you can mix it with other things because it's for your skin and your skin and your hair. Basically same thing. Um, and you can just mix it and stuff. I'm gonna start doing something with it in a little while. I'm gonna start mixing it in some of my body butters. But yeah, as of right now, I have not done so. But I'm really excited, y'all. So I will be talking to y'all in a little while. I'll come back tomorrow. I'm gonna go live again. I do my exercises, and then tomorrow also have your notifications on because tomorrow I'm gonna also go live. But I have to do it in between my because I got a lot of inventory tomorrow, and I have a lot of new crystals coming in tomorrow, and I gotta do some customers. I got scheduled clients coming in tomorrow to pick up some of their orders. I got orders that I'm making, and then I have to do a lot of stuff. I'm still doing inventory, and I got new while I'm doing inventory. I got more inventory coming in. Okay, I got black soap liquid. I also got the 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 African black soap. I got that in the liquid form as well as the solid form. Okay, so definitely get that. Whatever y'all need, I promise. All right, y'all, I'm out of here. I do appreciate each and every one of y'all. Let's retire this chick from bumping her gums, cause baby, she gonna all I sound like that. I've never used to say baby. I'm saying that. But I'm so excited, y'all. Y'all definitely. I have so much fun in this sector. I enjoy myself so much, y'all. I have so much fun, and my husband be like, "Yo, other family, ooh, y'all, he be hating, honeys." And so, so I do enjoy myself on here. And I'm actually doing pretty good in the numbers. So thank you so much for continuously helping me to grow. So I definitely want to send a shout out to y'all. And we about ready for a giveaway. So I actually got more stuff to give away. So y'all can go get a kit from me. I got some great stuff to put in the kit. I got oils, perfumes, and all kind of little stuff that I've created. So hopefully y'all will make it. I'm not doing no candles right now. Because it's because it's summerish, and I don't want to have no candle melted on y'all right now. But and I do have that package. I don't know how good that package is, but nobody has called me and said, "Well, hey, my stuff leaked." But I do have like this package that's supposed to store it to stop it from if any issues occur. But I have this little package that supposedly works. So anyway, y'all, I do appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. But before y'all go, can y'all check out my song, girl? Because Passion took so much lovely time. Lovely, lovely. Okay. And I want y'all to hear my little music for my channel. Okay. All right, here we go. Welcome to the Dr. A's Crystal Palace.
Button crystal. She the goddess with the glow, drop gems in the flow. Healing keys and crystal codes, Dr. A in control. Mommy sector, she tapped in. Trending topics, no capping. Laughing through the chat when trolls tried to distract. Said I'm not a reactor, and that's that. Sound therapy soothed the soul. Tarot truth, she makes you whole. Natural roots with a future bold. Crystals rise when a story's told. We shine, we vibe, we heal together. Dr. Amira, she light as a feather. Strong like Taurus, don't fold under pressure. Hit that sub, be a crystal forever.
Black girl magic, no apology. Life coach lessons with astrology. She building websites, breaking mold. Malcolm X vision with a Tupac soul. Crystals in the chat, feel free to speak. She got that aura, strong yet sweet. Self-love loud, she teaching the art. From tease to tarot, she hit your heart.
Holistic grind, that soulful shine. She joke around, but her wisdom divine. Advocate, healer, goddess, guide. Dr. Amira got the whole tribe unified. We shine, we vibe, we heal together. Dr. Amira, she light as a feather. Strong like Taurus, don't fold under pressure. Hit that sub, be a crystal forever. She's God, she's your coach, she's your vibe. just a viewer, you a crystal. Come get this healing, come be divine, Aubrey.
Dr. Amir alive.
Don't miss the signs, no. We shine, we vibe, we heal together. Dr. Amira, she light as a feather. Strong like Taurus, don't fold under pressure. Hit that sub, be a crystal forever. She's your coach, she's your vibe, subscribe. No, you ain't just a viewer, you a crystal. Come get this healing, come be divine, Aubrey. Dr. Amir alive, don't miss the signs.